Алло. Так только что работало все. Да, бля, ты заебал. Давай, не выебывайся. Ну. Я видел, как ты бегнул. Я спать собрался. Да и ненадолго. Просто начать. Аляска, Берингово море.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, Master of
наконец, не такой, как
Disguise.
все,
Vulcan
которому не
Raven,
понравился ТЛ-2,
Giant and
КС
Shaman.
Стран, начал играть в годные игры,
And
а не в
Revolver
очередную
Ocelot,
инди-парашу,
specialist in
уважение.
interrogation,
okay,
and a
спасибо.
formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same code name as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Да, my PlayStation 1 aesthetics. Красиво. Ну, момент истины, геймпад работает. Нет, вообще нет. То есть прям вообще не работает. Нет. Раньше все работало норм, теперь нет. Потому что, да, да, видимо. Так, сейчас попробую. Так. Ай, блядь. Так вообще не работает. что я зашел в Steam, это не помогло.
Ну что могу сказать? Спасибо мне!
Ой, да ладно тебе. Все же прекрасно понимают в узких кругах, что ты завидуешь, когда видишь годные проекты из-за неудачного несостоявшегося опыта в геймделе, господин.
Ну что могу сказать? Спасибо мне!
А когда можно будет музыку подрубить? МГС, балдеж, кстати,
Спасибо большое. Не собираюсь подрубать. А по поводу прошлого, да хоть я над играми не буду работать по итогу вообще никогда в жизни. Я чё, обосрусь от этого? У меня семья есть, мне поебать. Если судьба будет такая, что буду работать, значит буду работать. Если нет, то и хуй с ним. Блин, не работает почему-то. Я не знаю, что делать. Блин. Я пробую Xbox 360 тогда использовать геймпад вместо PS4. Ой, блядь, я сдаюсь. Ладно, Xbox 360. Семья? Ну что? Хоть неизвестное слово, что ли, или что? Я ничего нахуй не понимаю. Просто не работает. Ой, блядь. Окей, вроде я нашел то, что нужно делать. Спасибо, интернет. Попробуем. Так. Угу. 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 Так, по идее заработает. Походу не судьба мне сегодня поиграть. Даже чуть-чуть. Так, ну Windows видит эти кнопки. Не понимаю, почему этот дресня не видит. Ты меня администрация, что ли, запустить, я хуй знает. Ох, нихуя, заработал. Нихуя себе. Пришлось сделать очень странную вещь, но она сработала. Окей.
Ну что я могу сказать? Спасибо мне!
На, купи потом новый Monster Energy манго по скидке в 5, очень вкусный.
Манго я не встречал. Спасибо. Так, теперь ОБС не хочет ловить игру. Как японских игр. Да, я заметил. Без радара. Стрим. Обычно.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
You have to crawl to get through there. First, crouch down by pressing the crawl button, and then use the directional button to crawl in the direction you want.
Be careful, though. Crawling is slow and you can't attack when you're doing it either.
You can stand up by pressing the crawl button again. Snake, there's an elevator there you
Да,
can take up
блядь,
to the
куда мне
ground.
сидеть?
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Я без понятия, честно. Короче, сорян, придется делать так. Даже если на телефоне смотрите, хуй пойдет. Чунгуса, да Чунгуса лучше вообще стрелять. Все равно стена. А если я так сделаю, тогда здесь будет рука. А если вот так я буду делать? А если вот так? А если вот так? Да ладно, пофиг. Заезжает и заезжает. Ладно. Стоит ли переигрывать, я не знаю.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from
Для Дэвида
Goodman.
Хейтера здесь самый прикольный голос на
The
самом деле.
terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Что, такие диалоги слушал? Да. «98-й год, чуваки». Да. Охуенно.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly behind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the
Следующие
famous
18
solid
часов.
Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Разочароваться в
The
игре
bright dot in
не-
the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Желудочный... В смысле, Снейк, что? Что ты сделал с сигами?
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way.
Я в
There's too
ахуе,
much
надо
risk of being
это
spotted by the
честно.
enemy.
Как она
I
так
can't
хорошо
just knock on
выглядит?
the door and ask them to let me in.
Сажал.
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Он пачку сажал, интересно. Как она протолкнется в гортане? Короче, неважно.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
Да. У меня есть копия игры. Там лежит. Но я решил, на русский перевод ребята сделали, так что...
I can't see it from here.
Видите, тут даже вон там перевели, они вообще постарались.
I'll let you decide the best COA.
Что, в смысле, у него сборник от 1 до 3 части есть? На PlayStation 3. И Metal Gear 4 лежит. Я так их и прошел. Ой-ой-ой. Нельзя упасть. Следы, кстати. Блять. Кстати, геномодифицированные солдаты. Еще чуть-чуть, и скоро у нас будет свои снейки. Кодзима, короче, все предсказал.
Surveillance camera?
Чувак! Surveillance камера? Зачем, Снейк? Вот зачем ты это прокомментировал?
Whose footprints are these?
Бля.
Surveillance camera?
Huh? Whose footprints are these? That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere. They must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon. That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air...
Не, марафон в плане не спать, а в плане то, что я буду проходить в ближайшее время МГС.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Ну, блин, просто чтобы в пятую часть чуть-чуть втыкнуть, нужно еще Peace Walker проходить. Я вообще не хочу в него играть. Точнее, слушать.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Я насчет пятой части я подумаю. А Грандзирос еще же есть точно.
Press the action button to drop down. Press the action button to drop down. Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Рэббит, надеюсь, на турничке подтягиваться. Сколько раз? 10? Кстати, я хз, как можно посмотреть вниз. Вроде можно смотреть вниз.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Зажать.
Is that a woman? Not me.
Это Эбби?
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
Что-то редко тебе донатит. Грустненько.
You know where they might
Долго
be
еще
keeping
играть
Baker.
будешь?
После катсцены спать, спасибо.
Somewhere in the second floor basement.
Second floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Dead. Умер.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Все.
Sorry, Snake, but it looks like the rescue was a failure. There's no reason to stay in that cell anymore. Snake, get out of there and go to the second floor basement. You've got to rescue the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker, before the terrorists find out his detonation code.
The DARPA chief. Poor man. He has a heart attack right after you save him. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, Snake. Maybe you should let me save your mission.
Завтра продолжу. Всем спасибо огромное, ребят, что посмотрели. Да, завтра будет больше Metal Gear Solid. Это Детройт, если что, я буду в пятницу стримить. 5 часов. 5 часов, да. По МСК. Все, спокойной ночи. Спасибо большое, ребят, я спать.